how did Johnny Depp end up hitched with a witch in the first place? We're going to talk about this today. And I'm going to talk about this to the ladies to let us know not to be these types of women, and also to the gentlemen to let y'all know how women will snatch you into these traps, okay? We're going to be talking about this today because obviously Johnny Depp, as I made a previous video, Johnny Depp finally got his reign of glory, his moment of understanding and justice when he won the defamation trial with Amber Heard. But I want to talk to you guys today about how he got there in the first place. Now, I want to preface all of this by saying I'm not there. I'm not in the relationship. I was not there in person. I would actually love to have been able to be a fly on the wall just so I could speak more from seeing what actually happened. But today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be explaining how this works, how Jezebel works, because I really believe Amber Heard is a Jezebel. She's operating from the Jezebel spirit. And now, a lot of women do this today. And that's why I think there are a lot of men out there who have been massively wrongly done, taken advantage of, manipulated, controlled, whatever, by these types of ladies. So what we're going to do today, y'all, is your girl, I don't know, I'm being so dramatic. Your girl is going to let you know what really goes down, what's really going down in the DMs when a Jezebel is popping into your scene, all right? Listen, all right, let's talk about it. How did Johnny Depp get hitched with a witch? Now, the one thing I want to talk about with all of this, first of all and foremost, also before I forget, thank you, Lord. If you enjoy my video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think. Let me know your perspective, your opinion. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I want to hear that in the comments. And also like the video if you do. I'd appreciate it. But let's get into this, right? Now, one thing that really stuck out to me as I was looking into Johnny Depp in general, and I said this before, that I think this man is extremely talented man. And so when this happened, I was very curious to look into it, even before it became like really popular news, because I was like, not Johnny Depp. I was thinking, not Johnny Depp. But as I looked into it, I realized that one thing that was very interesting is that when he met Amber, he was very quick to leave his wife, his previous wife, for Amber, right, to be with her. And this is where we talk about the Jezebel. This is where we talk about these types of women, because I've done a video on my channel. Did I do the second one? I'm talking about the deception of femininity. You should check that out if you haven't. And in there I talk about how, as a feminine creature, me as being a woman, any other women, there are certain things that we can do that don't really work the same as far as a man to a woman. One of those things is the power of being a seductress, the power of luring in a man with everything and making him want to give everything to you. And I think it's normal. I think it's a godly thing, honestly, that a man wants to please a woman, or a man wants to be with a woman and make her happy. You know, you hear a lot of men who feel like they want to divorce their wife, or who cheat on their wife. They'll say, well, I just could never make my wife happy, you know, and that's a big issue for them, which I think is actually so lovely. I'm like, oh my gosh, shout out to the men who really, like, all the men, the incredible men out there who care about that kind of stuff. And I think there are many, and I really want to say that because I feel like on social media a lot of the time we focus so much more on the guys who are, you know, not doing that. So let's give a shout, let's give some acknowledgement to the men who want to do those things, right? But anyways, how do men get into this predicament in the first place? How did you end up with yourself with a Jezebel? I'll explain how first, and I'll explain what a Jezebel is, because this is actually very important. Now, women can use their bodies. Women can use their bodies and what, you know, men really want at the end of the day from a woman to their advantage. That's how the gold digger business still works. And I've done videos talking about that, so you can check that out if you're interested. And because women, a lot of women understand that. Some women don't, which is why a lot of women, you might think that person's, hold on one second. I don't know if you guys can hear the thing in the background. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry. I had to close the window. But a lot of women out there, they know exactly what they're doing when they're behaving a certain way with the man, because they've recognized that, oh, when you can get a man to think with one brain as opposed to a different brain, I can have power over this individual. I can control this individual. because they're going to want to do whatever they want, whatever I'm telling them to do, as long as I'm doing certain things. And that's kind of like what I talked about in the gold digger business deal. That's how I personally feel a lot of men end up with Jezebels. And that's why it's almost like the thing that a lot of people say, like men are visual creatures, and men are the ones who are more susceptible to, you know, they're more naturally want to have sex and stuff like that, right? That's why I think those things are somewhat true, but that's how the enemy uses that against the men, which is why it's important for men to understand that and like be able to think with this head about what's going on, because a lot of women take advantage of that. A lot of women, they really do. A lot of women, why do you think, like, think about this, why do you think so many women nowadays are showing their butt cheeks on Instagram, and are getting BBLs and getting lip fillers, and are showing themselves in this dress and that dress? And I'm just going to say it. I'll say it because somebody else said it on YouTube as well, another female, and I'm going to say it as well. Listen, when a woman's saying, oh, I'm dressing up for the girls, we're not dressing up for the guys, that's a lie. That's a big fat lie. Women are dressing up for men more time. They want to say it's for the girls because they don't want to give the men the satisfaction of knowing that, well, actually, I'm doing it for you, and I want to lure you in. I want you to be attracted to me. I want you to be desiring me. I want to seduce you, right? They don't want to say that. So what they're going to do instead is they're going to say, oh, no, we don't do it. We do it for the girls. It's a big lie. And and the reason why I can tell you that's the case is because at the end of the day, a lot of women, once they get married, no longer want to do those things. Why? Because they finally got what they wanted now. But it's like, if you wanted that for the girls, this is all about the girls, if this is all about your ladies, if this is all about your friends, your girlfriends, it's you about going out with your girlfriends for brunch, you would have continued doing that. Why are you not doing it anymore? Because you did it to reel in a man. You did it to reel in a man. And if we're being honest as women, if we're being really honest, we're the ones who don't really care about stuff like that. That's why you always see attractive women with ugly men. Like, sorry to say it, I don't mean to be the one to say it. Maybe some people feel uncomfortable for me to be that direct. But the truth is, how many times do we see the ugly man with an attractive woman, the beautiful woman? And that's nothing, I don't think there's something wrong with that, because I think we as women are different. Like our needs, our wants, what we find attractive is different. Also, we look at those things differently. So when it comes to how Johnny Depp ended up with Amber Heard, as soon as I found out that this man dropped his ex-wife like a hot potato, just to be with Amber Heard, I was like, yeah. This is why, my friend, this is a Jezebel, because that's what it will make you feel. It's like that inner pull, and that's how you know it's like demonic and spiritual on a level. Because that inner pull that, like, oh my gosh, I have to be with her. And women are good at this. Listen, why do you think women are good at homemaking? Think about this, right? I know people in society today where we don't like to talk about gender anymore, and we don't like to talk about men and women, but I'm trying to be respectful anyway. I respect everybody for their own beliefs, and I believe everybody has the right to do what they want to do, as long as we all respect that I also have the right to do what I want to do as well, and you have the right to do what you want to do. Amazing. But listen to this. Why is it that women are great homemakers? They're great at creating an experience, an ambiance. This is what men don't understand sometimes. And therefore, they get themselves trapped with these kinds of women, because the women know how to sell to a man what they want. And one thing I've realized about men in general, like men and women, we're very different, like in the sense that women will easily be with a man they are not interested in at all, not even enjoying, you know, the bedroom department. I only say that because I don't want my video to be, I don't know, anything. So I'm just trying to be, you know, but I'm more than happy to say, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Doing the nasty and all that, right? Women will be unhappy in all those areas if it means they get certain things. That's how women are set up. That's the thing. That's the big difference. Men, on the other hand, they will want to at least get something out of it that's something pleasurable. Usually that specific thing. So, and it also is easier for them to enjoy that specific thing than it is for women. Like, that's just how it is. That's just how our bodies are set up in general, okay? And so that's why you find these ladies like Amber Heard come along and they're like, I'm gonna be everything you want. And like, think about it, Amber's like younger than him. He's like, I don't know if he was 50 something. I think he's 50 something. She's like 36. Like, Amber's like 36. She's probably thinking, my perspective, just clarifying, well, I'm young and he's going to want to be with the younger blonde woman, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to sell myself, my body and my sexual appeal, and I'm going to lock him in. And that's what girls do. Like, women do this, guys. I mean, I'm really trying to say this because this is how we ended up with her, and this is how we go into the spirit of Jezebel, because Jezebel, and I talk about this specifically because Jezebel is in the Bible. You can read about Jezebel, and she was like the wife of Ahab. Ahab was king. It's in the Old Testament. You guys can read it if you want. Now, the interesting thing about Jezebel is she, even when she got killed, she ended up getting killed by Jehu. And do you know what she was doing when Jehu came to kill her? Doing her makeup. She was doing her makeup on the flipping balcony. And this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. She was doing her makeup. Meanwhile, she's causing havoc. She was the one who put into Ahab's life. Because of her, he was now worshipping the gods that her family worshipped, doing this, doing that. And that's the thing that I have to stress. And this is one of the reasons why I realize that, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of time us as women saying that like we have no power in society and we have no right is a lie. Because the reason why I'm gonna go to Adam and Eve. Woo! Am I going to Adam and Eve? I'm going to Adam and Eve. The reason why I believe the snake went to Eve, right, is because the snake recognized that Eve has power in the family. Because if Eve decides something, she's going to affect the children. She's going to affect the husband, because the husband is likely to listen to the wife, right? In a sense how it works as God intended for it. And so us as women, we do have an influence. It's just that, you know, and people kind of look at this whole scripture in the Bible where it's like, oh, husbands should, wives submit to your husbands, right? Like as to Christ. But it also says, husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church, right? So husbands, I believe, men generally care about women. I believe in general, men actually, I've had men say to me specifically that, you know, women are the prize. Like, women are the goal at the end of the day. You can have everything, but if you don't have the woman, it's kind of like, you know. And that's why I think you find a lot of guys who get to like 30, 40, 50 at a certain point, they might have had every kind of girl. They might have had every different type of woman, every different race, every different body type. And now they want to have a wife because they recognize at that point that it's not worth it no more. And I think that's what that want for a woman is what works against men a lot of the time, in my personal opinion, in terms of these types of women, because they come in like the shiny, beautiful grass is green on the other side. And that's what I think happened to Johnny. He got swooped up in the whole like, oh, she's this, and like, and because it happened very quickly, him and her. And the great thing is that his ex-wife, she still spoke positively about him, so it didn't all go bad. They actually was all right in the end of the day, so that's amazing, love. But we've got to be honest here as well. Why did he do that so quickly? Because she was enchanting him. She was casting a spell on him. And this is what women do. And it goes as far as y'all don't know this. I don't know if y'all is ready. If anybody's ready and you'll watch this from the video, let me know if you're ready for what I'm about to talk about, yeah. You see, like, even a lot of women's makeup products and hair products and stuff. If you didn't know this, I'll be the one to tell you. Women do spells on this stuff. And they do spells in order to get men. Like if you buy this certain hair or this certain makeup or whatever, it's used as a form of seduction. Like, this thing is done on purpose, and it's done on purpose to trap men. Like, and I'm not saying this is dog on all women, because not all women like that. Like, I'm not like that myself. Like, I'm literally here with just mascara and lip gloss, not even lip gloss, in my video, and I do that on purpose. You know why? I don't want to act like I'm trying to extra seduce nobody for nothing, because I'm not. I'm really not. Personally, I'm not. But this is what people do. This is what people are doing. I'm not saying that's happening every single time. Some women are just wearing makeup because they love it, and I sometimes wear makeup because it's nice to just wear it. But there are so many tactics that women use to lure in a man and to lock in a man. And if you're a man, you don't realize it, you'll get caught up like Johnny Depp and you will destroy your life. That's what they do. Like, there's this concept called these actually, am I going to talk about that? Maybe not in this video. But that's why I really believe that Johnny Depp ended up hitched to a witch, because he, as a man, well-meaning as well, and I think there's a tendency to assume, because women are supposed to be the more technically trustworthy ones, you know, most people would more likely hire a female nanny as opposed to a male nanny, right, to look after their kids. that is a deception of femininity, because it means that people don't really expect, especially men, how evil women can be. And women can be so evil. I actually think women have a higher capacity of evil than men do. I really believe that. I know this is going to sound crazy, I'm going to upset some people, but that's what I personally feel. And the reason I feel that way is because we have something that doesn't work on us that we can use to our advantage, which is the seduction, the this and that. Now, don't get me wrong, of course women fall for guys who do that kind of stuff, but when it comes down to it, if a woman decides she wants to, like, you have many male play, it's like what people say about cheating, right? Think about cheating. People always say this, how like men easily get caught from cheating, and men cheat. We hear about men cheating more, and I was literally just listening to a podcast before this, or a YouTube video, and they were talking about dating and cheating, and it was coming from a male perspective. He used to cheat on his wife, and he was talking about how the reason you never talk about female cheating is because females get away with it. They're so good that we don't even know what the stats are, because the women don't. And he was saying that for his part, because he speaks up about women cheating, he has so many women admit to him that they cheat, even though nobody would think that those women are cheating. So that's why I say all of this stuff, because I really hope that the male department, which I like to call the male department, can hopefully understand. Don't be like discouraged by women who are like that, because there's plenty of women who ain't trying to do that, who ain't trying to play no games. Games are boring. Some of us are grown in this place. Some of us are like, okay, I'm okay with a man, I'm okay with the, like, being submitted to a husband, right? But be on your guard, because a lot of the time it'll be the woman who's like, oh, I've got everything to give you, and blah blah blah. That will screw you over. And not to say you have to be with somebody ugly as well, but I'm just saying that, you know, you got to be careful. And that's how the spirit of Jezebel works. The spirit of Jezebel, what just whispers in your ear, and no one ever suspects her. That's the great thing about Jezebel. No one suspects her, because she's always getting somebody else or something else to either do her dirty work or get the attention. Kind of like Jezebel did with Ahab. She's basically whispering in his ear, getting him to do all this stuff. If you didn't know about their marriage, and if the Bible didn't tell me, I wouldn't even know that Ahab was doing all this stuff because of Jezebel. Kind of like Johnny, like I said to you guys before, how Johnny specifically, he even said that part of the reason he ended up doing drugs and over drinking and all this stuff was because of what he was going through with Amber. So, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, anyway, I think you guys get the idea, so I'm going to leave it there. This is why I believe Johnny ended up hitched to a witch, because he was just so into it. Like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. As a man and as a woman, don't be that woman. Don't be the seductress. Be a good woman and wait for a good man. Yes, you might not be the first woman on the list because you're not twerking on Instagram, because you're not showing everything but basically the literal lips of your vagina. But it's going to be worth it in the long run, and you're going to find somebody who actually values you. So that's my idea. And Amber Heards, it never works out for them. These witches, these Jezebels, it never works out for them in the long run. In the short term, maybe. In the long term, never. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, like I said. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And also, like the video if you did enjoy it. Also, by the way, guys, please let me know what you actually think in the comments. Like, don't feel like I know in society today you can't have a real opinion for yourself. You can't disagree with people. You can disagree with me. Just don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. Be honest. You know? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Yeah, let's just do that in the comments. Anyways, guys, oh my gosh, what is actually going on? Thank you so much for watching. For the men watching, I hope you never end up with an Amber Heard. For the women watching, don't be an Amber Heard. God bless every single one of you, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.